Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis and David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Pirates will kick it away to start. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to go up top. Makes the grab right down the middle. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
The snap sets up the throw. Flips it out in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job on the defense covering that thing up.
And the Pirates backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The give to Davis. Finding an escape route. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They want to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
4th and short. I already called my 3rd down play, knowing I was going for it on 4th down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Pirates decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Gets away from one, finds room. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Diggs. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands. First down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Throwing on the run. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
The give to the single back. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give to the tailback. And some room to work. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get the edge on the left.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. On the run, it's Montgomery. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Quarterback adapting. He's going to run it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Throwing to the fullback, if he starts chugging, he can be dangerous, but the defense stopped him before the first chug.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little time to get that speed up and running. He didn't have it there. Give the defense a ton of credit.
They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Pirates looking to convert on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Pirates getting set on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Makes it past the marker. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Pirates kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a man, it's Hauser. Buying some time. Looking for the score. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, ECU.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll move the tight end. And back to the air on 2nd down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a man in the middle. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right on the money.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll go to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hauser. They're setting up the screen. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Pirates in a good spot here with second and short. The inside handoff. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Throws to the back. Intercepted for the 11th time. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. From the gun, running back on the move. And he rolls into the house. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll send the back in motion. Oh, a double pass. Oh, they're after him. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance.
He'll take the deep shot. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Takes it the other way. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And how about the wheels? Makes the big play. And listen, Palmer, when you mess up early in the game, you put the ball on the turf, you want to make it up, that's a great way to do it right there.
Yeah, he's been playing motivated, and this coaching staff, they haven't quit on him. They've kept him a big part of the game plan. He's paying off that confidence.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Gives it to the back on the draw. Turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown, Owls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Hauser. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Pirates can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Right back to the well. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as his defense is hungry for turnovers.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Spin, still running. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Oh, man, and for the defense, you're just like, dang it, if that would have just...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw again. Moving away from pressure. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Let's see what they've got on second down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. There he goes. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
It's third and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. He breaks a tackle. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Give to the running back. Finds a little space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Pirates come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who start through the first three periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. On the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front of that defensive line.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's O'Brien. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Now they'll run the draw. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quick completion on the out. Crosses to 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Give a lot of credit to defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. That's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
Motion from the back. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. They'll run the screen. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. It's a seam wide open inside the 10. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
It's looking like they're going to have to to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third.
They fake it. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Push down for the tackle.
And a lot of times you see something you want to take advantage of, but the defense did an unbelievable job. Almost like they were playing for the fake, sat on it, read it beautifully, and forced the turnover on downs.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Troy is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 31 to Colorado State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To throw, it's Hauser. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's loose on the right. He's at the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Trying to power it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. It looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head and can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grab behind the line. It's Rodgers. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he missed it. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in the...
He's taking the shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's into the open down the middle. couldn't catch him.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Back to throw, it's Hauser. Dumps it to the back. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Trying play action. Release to the back. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football. Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Hauser. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it! And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.